Hello, wrestling fans. This is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C right here on TMVcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. And I am very excited to be joined with my guest here, wrestling legend. You know him from WWE, you know him from TNA, you know him for NWA, one half of America's Most Wanted, James Storm, and many-time tag team champion. And of course, for those in the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky area, you know him as Commissioner Cat. The NWF Army knows him by that. This coming Friday, this man right here will be in action for Generation Next Pro Wrestling's anniversary show against NWA star Carson Drake. I am joined with the one and only Wildcat Chris Harris. He's with me right now. How's it going, man?
It's going great, Kenny. It's good to be here
Great to have you. I
with you,
know.
man. You're
Yeah.
such a loyal fan to everybody. It's great to be able to chat with you. It sounds funny hearing you say I'm going to be in action. I'm not used to hearing that.
Oh yeah, man. Like the fact that I get to see you in the ring, I know it's a rare thing, but the fact that I get to see you in the ring and you gonna do what you do, that's like tip on the iceberg right there. It's just part of a stellar card for Gen X. So very, very excited to see you in action. And I've actually seen you in action not once, not twice, but three times. I've seen you at the
Wow,
Wumble. I see you at the Wumble last year. I see you fight after Christmas this past December. You
that
put
was a
on a
big one.
you put on a show. You and AJ and Russ and everybody put on a stellar match. And I was like, oh, this man turned back the clock. Went off the top rope, doing some things. That was pretty awesome. And now this coming Friday at the Georgetown, Kentucky. So talk about before we get to the match itself. What's it like being part of this card for a very good cause, fundraiser show? What's it like being a part of this stellar card?
Yeah, man, it feels great. Anything to do with Larry D, man. Larry D and I go way back. So being the anniversary show that they're doing, he asked me about it, and of course, I do anything for Larry. But he asked me about actually wrestling, and I was like, look, dude, I don't, that doesn't happen that often. And but honestly, when he presented Carson Drake in front of me, I just thought to myself, I coach a lot of guys, I train a lot of guys, and this is the kind of guy you want to get in the ring with, just to be able to slap and punch around. And here this opportunity right in front of me. And I thought, you know what, better than coach and train somebody else to do it, why don't I just do it myself? So I'm really proud to be part of this event. It's also it's an anti-bullying event. I know that I was actually asked to come down to talk to the school. I don't think that's going to happen now, which is, it's disappointing because I'd love to be able to chance to have a chance to talk to the kids down there. But yeah, it's just an all around good event, man. We're raising money for the football team, and it's an anti-bullying event. It's the anniversary for Gen X, so yeah, I'm really proud to be part of it, man. It's gonna be a great event, and I'm just so forward to it.
So it is this coming Friday, Georgetown, Kentucky, at Great Crossing High School. There's only a few first row tickets left. Last time I checked, about two tickets left. So if you want to get a closer view of the Wildcat doing his thing, you may want to get those first row tickets right now. They will be gone come Friday, at least before Friday, at least. So I've known Larry for a long time. First time I saw Larry wrestle was at Georgetown. at the bingo hall. And I've been friends with him ever since. I was there for his last match, as you were as well. He's a treasure for wrestling, for Kentucky wrestling. And the fact that him, Max Sled, continuing to put on these stellar shows for Kentucky, it's very special. And one thing about Larry, he always liked to give back to the community. So doing a show like this is special, and having so many big names on this card is incredible. I'll be there front row, of course, getting a closer view of the action. So we talked about the event. Now let's talk the match. You're going up against current NWA star Carson Drake. You are no stranger to NWA. You and James, multi-time tag team champions. And Carson, I've seen, Carson, he likes, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna remind everybody that, oh, check me out on the CW every Tuesday. He is that kind of guy that was self-promoting himself during matches. Pretty sure he's planning on doing that on Friday as well. So yeah, old school, new school feel. The veteran, see a guy with a lot of brash, and sometimes the veteran like yourself gotta knock some sense out of him. And you've already mentioned, you're looking forward to the match. Now, obviously, he's gonna do all his tactics, do whatever it takes to win. But you're no stranger of bending the rules yourself. So what's your mindset going up against Carson for this Friday?
Well, yeah, you said it, Kenny. And you have to have a good mindset going into this because, yeah, I know a lot about the NWA. NWA Tag Team Champion. I was actually an NWA North American Champion as well. So yeah, I know a lot about the history of the NWA, and this is a guy that's on his way to being a huge NWA superstar. So I at least have to give him some props because I've known Carson for a lot of years, and I've seen him kind of coming up. And my first instinct with this guy was, how annoying he is, and but that's not a bad thing when it comes to wrestling because he knows his part and he goes out and he gets the heat of the fans and the dislike that he gets. But I wasn't sure about his talent because I'd never been in the ring with him, and I hadn't really looked that close to him. But over the past couple of years, man, this guy has really done something for himself. He really it's almost like he took it serious, and he has gotten somewhere with it because he's an OVW star, which a lot of us will know the OVW history. You make it down there, man, you're on your way. That set him off to being a star with the NWA. The guy has gotten himself some shape. I got to give him credit for that because I'm a big body guy. I always feel like, if you want to be a professional wrestler, you better look like a professional athlete. And so that means that requires your time in the gym, and that requires you looking the part. And Carson has gotten himself in shape. What he has not lost is that mouth of his and that face of his. He still continues to deliver that. And like I said before, the opportunity to step in the ring with him, the truth is, he may be able to wrestle circles around me now because I'm past my prime and he's just in his. But there's something that you don't get without experience and knowledge, and that's something I have over him that he hasn't gotten there yet. So he can try all these dirty tactics he wants on me, but I've been ready for him. I've actually done them myself. I haven't always been the paper boy going around town. So I'm looking forward to stepping in the ring with him. I'm looking forward to matching up our skill level, maybe the experience versus the young guy that's on his way up. But I'll tell you what, Kenny, I mean, what I'm looking forward to most of all, I have a lot of history in Georgetown, so I can't wait to come back to Georgetown and see all the fans.
Yeah, Georgetown has a storied history in wrestling. That city was actually my introduction to independent wrestling. So it feels like a full circle moment for me as a fan for this Friday. So it's gonna be a packed show, and for kids getting getting to the last good things to do before the summer break. So starting off the weekend, um, and it's gonna be a fun show. Go check it out. Talons Up, anti-bullying is for the football team, the fundraiser show, and you get talent young and old. You get star-studded people. It is going to be an incredible show. So please do yourself a favor, Georgetown. If you know anybody at Georgetown, go check out the show, Gen Next Anniversary Show, this coming Friday. Plenty of NWF stars will be on hand. Um, Big Mama will be there. Wiley Matthews will be there as well. So they got wrestlers all over the tri-state area, Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. So very, very excited for NWF, and it's gonna be for Gen X. It's gonna be a fun show. So go check that out. All for a very good cause. So please do yourself a favor and check out that show. So now, I can't have an interview with the Wildcat, with Commissioner Cat, without NWF talk, Northern Wrestling Federation, out the Cincinnati area, Northern Kentucky area. Y'all in for a busy summer, already kicking off this past weekend, and now y'all keeping it going with Revolution Rising, the women's event, Fairfield the following week, Thunderdome on a Friday. Oh, in the steel cage. So, man, a lot has happened, transpired in NWF these last few weeks and months. You getting a closer view of the action. How you feeling about what's going on in NWF? As they get ready for the summer, get ready for these warmer months. How you feeling about NWF right now? Hmm. Chris, are you there? Oh, he's frozen. Your camera's frozen, Chris. You got a nice smile, by the way. Oh no, we lost him. Can I pause? All right, so we can call this part two of my interview with Wildcat Chris Harris. Had some technical issues there, but as I was asking before things in uh NWF, busy times in the NWF leading up to Thunderdome, which is in a few weeks, Fairfield, Ohio, the week before that, and then Revolution Rising, the women's event, which is this Saturday. How you feeling about the NWF these days with the talent and everything that's transpired? How you feeling about Northern Wrestling Federation right now?
Oh man, the Northern Wrestling Federation is huge. It's so busy. We have something going on all the time. I love it. I mean, that's where I started, so that's where my love is. That's where Wildcat Chris Harris, the young Wildcat, started back in 1995, if you can believe that. The NWF's been going strong for that long. Roger Ruffin, I mean, we got to give props to him because he's continued this for the longest time, and it really rings true when we say the first, the best, the last, because there's been a lot that have come and gone. There you go, man, and you've been one of the biggest supporters of us this entire
Yeah.
time, so we thank you for that. But yeah, there's so much going on right now, man. I mean, we got coming up this Saturday is the women's revolution, which has been a huge part of the Northern Wrestling Federation. But now we have an all female, all women's show by itself. So it's going to feature all the NWF women, but we're bringing in outside forces as well, man. Just there's so many names coming in to be a part of this, and yeah, that's a big part of the NWF too, man. We really want to push the women's revolution, the women's division. Nikki Victory is the top of that right now, but there's not a whole lot of people that are happy with her right now, and we'll see how it comes through this night on Saturday night. But I know we do have coming up, at the Thunderdome event, Nikki Victory, if she gets by this Saturday, will face Big Mama for the first time in a long time. They'll be facing each other, and I think that's something that a lot of people have really wanted to see for a while now because of Nikki's abuse to Big Mama. Big Mama's just been trying to be there for her and be there for support, and Nikki Victory is just taking that abuse to a different level. So we're really looking forward to that, them two squaring off. But you mentioned our return to Fairfield. Fairfield has been a big city for us for a number of years. So we love going back there and the fans that support us there. But that all takes us back to Covington, Kentucky, man. We're going back to Thunderdome. It's a once a year event, one of our biggest events ever. And the thing is about this event is we have a lot of guys that are in there for the first time. So that creates a whole different dynamic to the match. We don't have a lot of years. It's been the same guys been in there, and we see them going at it. We have a lot of new faces in it this time, and a lot of guys that can really get it done. So who knows what's going to happen this time? And Pompano Joe putting his title on the line, and with 8 guys. So who knows what's going to happen, man? There's just all kinds of things that we just don't know about. You got to stay tuned.
Yeah, absolutely. Pompano Joe has been on a roll since he won the title at Summer Sizzler this past August, being the fighting champion, taking on all comers, any comers, went through everyone that's been placed in front of him, being able to retain the championship. And now Thunderdome was right around the corner against 7 or 8 men inside a steel cage. I was at the Thunderdome last year, and I was in awe. Like being able to fit all those competitors in that cage, and they beat the daylights out of each other. And it's just a matter of survival, especially you're the champion. Like so much can happen. So I do not envy the referee in that match. Just being able to keep up with everything, with everybody. So get your tickets for these events, nwfwrestling.com. Click on the tickets tab, get all the tickets for all these events. And of course, after Thunderdome, y'all going to one of your favorite spots at Ludlow, at the Brewery Theater. And the last time y'all was there, y'all set an attendance record for a show at that building. That and people keep telling me about Ludlow. You gotta go to Ludlow. The crowd is built different, the energy is different, and there's no lie told. I've been to a few of those shows, and that crowd energy is just off the chain. It's just the energy just speaks volumes. It really does. So Ludlow, Kentucky, NWF's coming back in a few weeks as well. I'm excited for NWF all the time. And just thank you, Chris and Roger, and everyone that's put this promotion together, keeping things going. And shout out to all to the men and women that goes out there and perform. It is a homegrown promotion. Majority of the talent are from the Cincinnati area, surrounding areas, northern Kentucky area, and so much good talent that's on this roster. So pretty sure we're gonna be seeing a lot of them on the TV screens in the future with all that hard work and dedication. So shout out, I say, salute to y'all, man. So I'm excited for this weekend. I'm gonna see you Friday and Saturday, literally. So I love wrestling. I love what y'all doing. And please check out Gen Next anniversary show this Friday. Georgetown, Kentucky. A very rare time that Wildcat is back at Georgetown. So he's coming for Carson Drake. So that's going to be an incredible match. The whole show's stacked. So check that out. And then Revolution Rising, the women's event, all women's event, the Women Revolution Division that's coming up. Get your tickets, especially if you want to get that meet and greet for the first row. Go check it out, nwfwrestling.com. And Wildcat, thank you so much for your time being on this show. It's always good to see you at the show. It's always good chatting with you. And props to you, man, for your contributions to professional wrestling. And it's always good seeing you, man. And I'm excited for Friday. I'm excited to see you giving Carson Drake the business. So that's gonna be a fun weekend, man. So please check out NWF, check out Gen Next. Wrestling is it's good time to be a wrestling fan overall. So I'm excited, man. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you, Kenny. You're one of the best, man. We love the support you give, not just the NWF, but all of the wrestling in the local area. You're one of the best, man, and you support everybody, and we love having you around. I appreciate you having me on here, and yeah, there's so many things going on in NWF. Got a lot of shows coming up, so thank you for helping us promote that. And but yeah, this Friday, Gen X, Wildcat's going to be in the ring, which is a very rare occurrence. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of guarantees in wrestling, but I will promise I will get a piece of that face because it's just that's just in me, man. I see that face and I got to smack it, I got to punch it, I got to do something to it. So I can never guarantee that I'll come out the victor in a match, but I just wanna slap and punch that face so much around. So that's just my passion getting in there to where I gotta get a piece of that guy, and he's just so annoying. Carson's so annoying to everybody that I'm going to be doing a favor for all my Georgetown fans. It's going to be great to come back to see him. I spent a lot of time in Georgetown. I mean, I was there every week for a number of years. Every Sunday night, the Georgetown Convention Center, we were there, and that was one of our favorite places to go because the passion that the fans had, it came out, and that's what made us come back every time. No matter where we were on the road, no matter where we were for that weekend, we all wound up at Georgetown on Sunday night. And it was just so awesome. So this will be the first time I'm back at Georgetown in a long time. So I hope to see some familiar faces, and I hope to give a little bit of a present there to knock around Mr. Carson Drake, the NWA superstar. I know a little bit about being an NWA superstar, so
Yes,
I'm not going to let that get too much to his head. But we're gonna get down to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad you're going to be there, Kenny.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So he's letting it be known a lot of people will say he has a very punchable face. So it's just a matter
I'd
of
say that.
he's a very punchable face. And now, when the opportunity presents itself, you know, you lacing up those boots, you tighten up those tights real tight, and you swing for the fences. So and it's a favor for Larry, man. Larry like, hey man, I need you, and you said I'm there. So it's an awesome weekend kicking off the month of May. So go check out both promotions, Gen X on Friday, NWF on Saturday, and then of course Fairfield, and then Covington again for Thunderdome, and then Ludlow. So
Now,
month
when it comes
long.
to NWF,
Yeah,
I got some rules. So I got to be an official. I got to hold back a little bit. No matter if the guys irritate me or not, I got to be an official. But Friday night, Gen X at the Great Crossing High School, I am letting loose, man. I mean, the Wildcat is on the tear. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens then.
yeah. No commissioner suit on
That's
Friday
right.
night. He's leaving that in the closet for one night. So yeah, that's that, man. You enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Harris. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you Friday and Saturday. Thanks again for your time.
Oh, thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you, man. We love you.
Much love, man. Peace. All right.